recording? Yeah, so recording in progress. Again, hello to everyone. I apologize for the delay. And then let's start. About what were you talking before? Just let's say in 2 seconds for the recording.
I was just telling John that we are presenting a project from Argentina for this EOI fund that has the objective to promote networking infrastructure in Latin America and and Africa. So what we are presenting is an identifier network of national instances of ARC installations. And in the project, we explore the possibility to interconnect them with the decentralized this hash table to combine both things as a Fediverse of persistent identifiers. So where we can make statistics and measure impact through the hash table and the records, but each country will have their own ARC instance, a sovereign persistent identifier.
Okay, perfect.
That's the project, and the project they are offering is at least $1 million. So we will aim for that.
Okay. And where is it? When is the deadline?
The end of this month.
Okay. And do you have any link to share or documentation about your project?
I can send that we wrote, but I can send it to you. I can share. I don't know if I can share because I'm connected with my phone because of my audio, but I can share it through Mattermost.
Okay, just whenever you can, or in the Google document. Oh, hello, Jonas.
Hello.
Hello.
So, okay. Well, the pull request is in the repository, so very soon I will try to reach the developers of OpenDHT. But now we have a platform to exchange the data between the nodes. Let's say truly cross-platform, and within any system we can use.
This pull request, you did it just now, 8 minutes ago.
Yes, that's 5 minutes
Okay.
ago. Yes, so just send it after I arrived in the office and built the program on my Windows machine. So it's just tested.
Great. Okay. I don't know where to find in the Mattermost the drive link.
In the Mattermost, what to find?
The link for the drive, so I can share the draft.
Okay. Okay, just send it to. You may send it to me or to the conferences or to grant writing.
I send it to you.
Okay.
Because it's not public.
Okay, as it is still not published.
Yeah. But any feedback will be appreciated.
Okay. Thank you. So it's just a file, and
Yeah,
we
the
may
good thing about this draft is that we already getting support from Mexico, Nicaragua, Panama, Paraguay. Uh, we are getting letters of support. So the network is already taking shape. Even before uh, the, if the grant appears or not, of course, if the grant is there and the money is there, everything will be with the an asteroids. It will be very easy to grow from there. But if not, already a seed is planted, and the letters of support from these different institutions will start already are starting a conversation. So even if we don't get the money, we will move maybe slower, but surely. That's
perfect.
what we are thinking.
Perfect, perfect. I consider it really perfect because it seems that we are starting getting some recognition, at least the visibility. Yeah. So because it's just connected Jonas, and I now see John. I may just tell that Jonas, I tested on both Windows and Linux the OpenDHT infrastructure, and so I can prove that it allows us to encrypt and to send the data. It allows us to keep the records only for 10 minutes, and it allows to do, let's say, encrypted communication or the size of a message up to 64 kilobytes. So it is already done, and it functions. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So that's for me, from my side. There are not so much news because I was pretty busy the last week, and maybe also until this Thursday I will also be pretty busy because we started implementation of the new acceleration stations on the synchrotron. So I will return to the prototyping on Thursday. This is a plan for now for me. Yeah, and at first I wanted to ask you, did you have time to make some writing about on for our conferences? I received some message from Bence that you have written in the document.
Yes. So I mean, I looked at the conferences again, and also the times, because they're coming up to plan, and also the submissions will come up, I think, in the next month in I think May. The last one is end of May or something.
Exactly.
And I think we just have to decide which ones we would target, but I think we can find like a submission concept that we could pretty much write to all of them and see if we're accepted to any of them. At least if not, we maybe get feedback on the submission, because the FeeSmart one is a bit more difficult because the topics are, I don't think they fit well, or we would have to have like a presentation as a submission, because the workshops they don't fit at all. I looked at the workshops that they have now as like topics. There it doesn't fit. But I think the other ones could be quite interesting because a lot of it has to do with AI and just storage and verification and can adjust in the next wave of technology. So I think it would fit everywhere. And I think the first ideas, which are in the FISMAT document, are very good. I think that's a great, catchy title as well, and that's a topic that could be used for a discussion as well, not only a presentation. Because I think the Open Science Conference, um, that's the one that where you can add basically it's only discussions or a poster, which I find interesting. It's a different format, but even there it could work to have this topic and open it up to people and see what everyone else says. So I think if we decide, we try to find one scope and then just send it to all of the conferences and then see what happens.
Yeah, yeah, I completely agree. The only thing here is now I will need a bit of your help writing the text and doing the final reviewing because for me it's quite 2 weeks. These are. But anyhow, I completely agree. And let me see the comments you have passed.
Yeah, so I commented just small stuff, and I added an old abstract that was not accepted or not published, which we might be able to use some content from there as well.
Okay, so let me please share my screen because I have a document on the screen. Can you see it?
No, I cannot see.
Demonstration started. Can you see now?
Oh yeah, yeah. Now I can see.
Perfect. So, what about the verification? Should we add this?
I think it
Set?
depends on I think it depends on where we submit it, because for some conferences it might be more interesting to have also the verification aspect, especially the Open Science Conference. They have like as a huge topic the AI question, and there I think the verification could be more like catchy or interesting. But I mean, the distributed identification of knowledge is good for pretty much all of the conferences, I think.
All of the conferences, including, let me see, open the channel, including CSV and open.
So we have Open Science Fair, Open Science Conference, and the CSV. I think those
Yes,
three. Yeah.
CSV and FISMA are right now pinned, so we are considering them as let's say, the work in progress.
I presented already to CSP, but I didn't get answer.
Okay, then it's better to have it pinned. Once they will reply, we will decide what to do. And also the Open Science Conference, let me show it.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. This is
Uh,
interesting because they take like actual discussion sessions and solution sessions. So it's not a traditional like keynote or presentation, which I think it's an interesting format.
and still we have before May 23,
Yeah.
we still have some time to develop some prototyping. Okay, so well, for
We can do
this,
in this conference, we can do both the technical and the like discussion, both. I mean, we can present the technical solution, but also the ethical, philosophical, uh, what, because there is a discussion that is already going on. I know, I shared in this in LinkedIn. There is a Diamond Open Access discussion that these open access models are imitating oppressive structures, and this decolonization of the science infrastructure as it is now, it's already built upon this centralized and north-based uh,
yeah, so
system that and it's already well established that persistent identifiers are the core for FAIR principles. We already have that, but the persistent identifier infrastructure is not being discussed, not not as much as we wish it should be discussed. So, but the conversation is already setting these two things
Just
in the spotlight.
another thing to think is that the whole concept of FAIR
FAIR. That is a notion that was really born out of the closed access industry. I mean, that whole concept came out of Elsevier, the worst of the closed access. It, it was something they promoted that no one could disagree with because it sounds so good. But it really helped the closed access industry with their data mining. And they're bringing in everything into them. And then there's the other acronym CARE, CARE, which was really came out of the indigenous rights folks. It was kind of a counterpoint for FAIR. So when we talk about FAIR, you might just say, we are aware that FAIR itself is has some troubling origins. That acronym.
Yeah, but we could do some kind of aikido, to use their own force. They already established the importance of persistent identifier.
Right. Exactly. So.
Yeah, and this.
So we could.
Probably
we could do the discussion. The problem is that declaration like the Barcelona Declaration last year, they don't acknowledge so much this that the persistent identifier infrastructure as it is now is based on big publishers, except ARC, of course, but it's not mainstream. ARC.
Yeah, so it's let's say the platform-based process.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's a platformization.
Yes, platformization is under discussion, as we have discussed already. Yeah.
Yep. So we could, to this conference, I think we should have both aspects, the technical aspect and the ethical, philosophical aspect of why we are aiming to develop this tool.
Yes.
And that the technical aspect should go in both papers, or both a workshop and a paper, maybe, and a talk. I don't know what format to do it.
Yeah, about this, it will be also very, 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 very good for us to reach Slava. I tried to send him a message, but he didn't reply, so I will try again. Maybe this message was lost, like it was with the message to Inna. But anyhow, for this conference, I'm completely in for open science. Also because
and we have more time, and we have more time for it.
Yes, perfect. Now let's return to here. So about this comment, Benke, do you think that it will be feasible also for FISMAT?
FISMAT is difficult because I don't really understand the concept of their conference, because they have these thematic workshops that are very actually topic based, and I don't know if there is something that is more like a broad topic where this could fit. But I think this abstract we can use conferences, but I don't know where we fit with FISMAT.
Well, it will be let's say additional topics, because they have, for example, the ecological section that contains only one presentation. And so for us, the match is the same. So we'll be in one of the sessions, and it will be the, let's say, just the other topics. So for this, as Sergio, you said, it will be completely a noise that we could create. But the noise in a very prestigious place, because Ca' Foscari University is one of the most well-known universities in Venice.
Yeah, and this was also because the decision that the White House was taking to remove some repositories that they were having some they are going full against the preservation of knowledge that it's against their own point of view. So they are all the institutions, the galleries, libraries, museums, they are waging war directly to them. So it was on that panorama that we say that the decentralization of the registration of this of human knowledge is important for the to maintain it, because we don't know what in this centralized structure. Also, it's not only the problem of control, but it's the problem of deletion. That they can decide to delete human culture, and that's a big danger that we are now.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
we have a lot of technology in our hands.
Pismat paper. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, just the one you're
Thank you.
showing.
Thank you, John. I will now drop a link to the document. It's not for now, it's not a paper, it's just an extended abstract. Because I will now show the screen of the conference. So here is a program. Here are the thematic workshops. And by the end, it's the other topics. So we will be somewhere here. We'll be somewhere here. Sorry. So they promised to publish the program in April. But for now, I didn't see anything. The registration fee is, let's say, for now, it's more or less convenient. Yeah, so here's the situation here. I will try, maybe on this week, I will try to reach someone from the committees, because there are people also from Elettra, and we can speak about if our paper has many or low chance to be for being accepted. Yeah, so I think for now it will be the convenient plan. Okay, so yeah, so here we have just the extended abstract. About the meta discussion, Venko, can you please extend a bit this term, because I didn't understand it completely.
Yeah, it's I just added it as a thought for maybe a different conference, maybe for the Open Science Fair or the Open Science Conference, is to also connect it to the I would say the human dimension of research and data generation, which I think we talked about like a half year ago briefly. We have also the identity question for researchers or human researchers, because that will also be an interesting discussion in the future, how you deal with self-driving labs and AI agents who do research and produce data. And I think it's always interesting to try to connect it to again, this meta discussion of how do we keep the human researchers in the loop of research and data generation, because we will eventually need to have some kind of way to verify or prove where the human researcher was in the chain of, I guess, data production, because we will have so many self-driving labs and so many AI agents that might or might not have DIDs in the future, but we will have to know where the last the last human researcher sort of connected in this process. And it might not be for the FISMAT, but it might be fitting for a different conference. I just wanted to add it as a comment to keep it in our minds.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Because yeah, now it's let's say more clear for me, and it's really a very, very important topic because as I see, even at Elettra, we now have a lot of AI agents, experimental, and actually, I cannot say that we know to which it will lead us. So it's a point of the discussion, of course. And again,
The thing with
yeah, sorry, please go ahead.
the thing with the AI agents is that as far as you trust the data source, the data packages that you are asking questions from, then you can trust the results, you know. And otherwise, you will have this garbage in, garbage out principle. The
Yeah.
problem is that they are being established already as trust sources of information, and even for education, they are like opening the doors to schools, universities, to AI agents, where you cannot trust which information they were trained with, and because they don't do the basic thing of citing.
Yeah.
They don't regulate that citation for AI agents is a must. But then, of course, the persistent identifiers should be there so they could cite properly.
Yeah. And
again, we go to the importance of persistent identifiers.
yes, and also it's let's say it's additional point that cannot be exposed as a point of regulation. Because
yeah,
yes, because 2 days ago it was published an let's say very strange news about the let's say non-existent term which was introduced in the data sets of ChatGPT. So it could now be generated. I will now try to find it in the initial article is in Russian, so I will try to open the exact article in English.
Could you say more? What do you mean by a non-existent term that was
It was a very strange story about the term. Here it is. Yeah. About the term vegetative electronic microscopy. For everyone who works on the synchrotron, it's let's say it's like an anecdote. But this term is already introduced in the AI datasets. So they are trying here to discover its origins, but it's let's say the classic example for us of garbage in, garbage out. And it's a point that could not be regulated because this garbage is what is existent since several years, at least.
Could you put the link to that paper? That's fascinating. Could you
Sorry?
put that in the could you put the link into the chat?
Yes, of course, of course.
It's a fascinating example.
Yes, it's really fascinating example. Here it is.
The thing is that because there's so much money behind the AI, that they are finding all the doors open, and even the windows as well.
Yes.
So because I was in a meeting with the people from Wikipedia, we were talking like how hard was for Wikipedia to get access to education and to be like they call for librarians to put references on the articles so they will be a trust source of information. And they struggle a lot because at the beginning they say if anybody could edit a Wikipedia entrance, then it's not trustworthy. But with AI, nobody's giving the discussion of how much you can trust it, or that discussion is being silenced by all the noise of the promotion and even UNESCO saying we should open the doors for the schools for AI agents, and we should rethink education, and we should rethink everything with the AI. But we should not rethink AI, or we cannot discuss AI because already it's like we should take it for granted. You know? I don't know. It's a very strange and very it's a big wave. And I'm not against technology, but I think we should keep the human rational system that we were building upon. I mean, we are not. I'm not talking about even impact. No, the labor impact, the ecological impact. That also is a discussion, but also as a trustful source of information. But when you select the information that the AI agents are working with, it's a very powerful tool.
Yeah. But anyhow, when the AI agents are trying to use the data sets and weight matrices that contain already the tokens like this, it always be the random chance to obtain the garbage out. Here, yes, here about the trustworthiness, the things that Slava is developing may really help. But from the point of view of the AI models itself, actually we can do nothing. At least it seems so. Because once you have the significant relevance for this kind, let's say, meaningless tokens in the token database, then it's a problem, and it's a problem that requires actually complete retraining of the given data set. Like here, it's done for Common Crawl. And there is, let's say, unlikely that someone will do it by his own. So yeah, it's a point of the discussion that should be raised. Now I think that it's time to ask the question for Jonas. Jonas, do you have any news about? Sorry? Okay, it's a message here from the AI. Jonas, do you have any news about if there is a chance to obtain the support from your developing team?
Sorry, from my.
From a development team of your university.
I have asked the question, but I haven't gotten any reply yet.
Okay.
So I honestly don't know. I think I will need to push them some more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
But
understandable.
they're really slow.
Yeah. Let's say as almost every European institution right now. Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And last time, John, I don't know if you got time to read what the Andre shared with you.
I haven't had enough time. I've had some time, but not enough.
Okay, no problem. So whenever you want, we wait for your feedback and to see what do you think about the development with. And I also would like to know how much do you see is compatible with ARC.
Yeah. Yeah. So about the FISMAT, we have an ideation. About Open Science Fair, we may consider that we have an ideation. About the CSV, can we say that it's already sent?
Yeah, of course. If they accept my presentation, then we will do it together.
Yeah. Okay.
Just curious about the FISMAT conference. It seems like the conference theme is financial mathematics and related fields. I'm interested that it never would have occurred to me to submit there, but uh, it's it worked. You're actually on the program, right?
Yeah, and also, let's say it was just an opportunity.
Yeah.
So I will contact because he's actually our technical officer. So I will contact this Claudio for discussion, and we will see what he will say. Yeah. Actually, I was a bit sure that we can use this conference just because here here on the other topics it was the article about at first about the frictional lubrication and facts and concepts about the water. So it was an ecology, let's say the corner of ecological problems. Yeah, so it was actually this was a motivation for proposing this. Let's say in addition to what I have heard from my friend who worked with some professors from Ca' Foscari. Yeah. So for now, it seems that all of the points of the agenda are covered. Please, any other news, questions, topics?
No, I think in the 30 we will be already presenting this project from the Center for Research from Argentina to this 1 million IOI fund.
Okay, yeah.
In our draft we aim to promote the installation of ARC instances and then to connect them together with the decentralized hash table or with the meta persistent identifier decentralized that will uh, help to have solid statistics and research impact.
Okay, so from my side, the plan will be to contact with Claudio for the next week. And another great news I have received, it's for tomorrow, that I heard from Eric. And tomorrow we will have a short meeting. Probably he wants just to see how it is going with our project. And I will also ask him about the situation in the area he is working in right now. So yeah, it will be tomorrow at 4 o'clock Central European Time. So afterwards, if we will agree, I will also publish the recording. So now, mostly this question for Bence and Jonas. Will you be able to create some ideation for the Open Science Fair, Open Science Conference?
Yeah, I can start a document for both conferences.
Okay, please, if you can, just drop the link in the highlights, and then we will have it.
Yep.
Yes, and I will try to contribute if I have time. going on vacation next week. But,
Okay, so yeah, as Italians say, buona vacanza, and
yeah, grazie.
thank you. And let's say to just if you can. Okay, for now, John, I don't think you have any news. Okay.
No news.
And for the presentation, as FISMAT conference is in July, I think about the presentation we will start speaking not earlier than by the end of June. Okay. Okay. Then for now it
So
seems to
next
be.
meeting will be the 6th. It's okay?
Just a sec. I will just open my calendar. Yes, it will be the 6th of May. Yeah, it will be for me. It's more than convenient. John, Jonas, Benke.
We're talking about the same time.
Yes.
Let's see.
I'm not working, but I could have time in the evening anyway, because I'm actually not traveling anywhere that during Monday, Tuesday. So that would be, I could do that.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm unavailable. I'm actually 3 meetings booked at the same time, and one on either an hour before, an hour after. So that's kind of a bad day for me. But you can go ahead.
So since as I said, I am actually not working at all, so I can take it anytime that day. I'm on vacation. I'm just not traveling.
Okay. Okay. It's still great.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So then, thanks.
What to do?
Let me stop the. Yeah. So you are in the library with your phone, right?
Yes,
Perfect.
I have to be now.
Perfect.
Many patrons are coming.
Perfect. So I will publish the announcement as soon as I can for the next. And thank you very much for today's meeting. See you on 6th of May, right?
Yeah, I will miss
Yes.
it, unfortunately. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good evening.
Yep.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.